Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm pleased to be taking part in a wider community event called Toys, Figures and Robots, arranged by the saintly Rudy Suzu of the Science Fantasy Experience. An online event to keep our spirits up in 2020 2.0. I was actually involved in Rudy's last such effort.
Blast from the past.
There I spoke about my first Transformer, and we'll meet that Transformer again today, because what I'd like to do is show you what's left of my childhood collection. Now, over the years I've bought broken robots for various reasons, but I won't be cheating and throwing any of these sort of cool... There'll be no broken Jetfire from Christmas '85, or there'll be no Megatron. There was no Megatron or Jetfire growing up, okay? So, with that cleared up, welcome to my childhood in ruins.
Okay, first up is this guy. Yeah! Does anyone know his name? Does anyone care? Next up is Skullgrin. I didn't like the Pretenders much, especially the shell. I didn't mind the robot inside. I also had this guy, Bombburst. I don't have the inner robot anymore, just the shell remains. It's pretty mean looking. Skullgrin. So I was really, really ill this one time, and my father was sent to Toys R Us to get something to cheer me up, and I begged that it would be a Transformer, and then I made myself sick with worry that he would pick a rubbish one, because I wasn't allowed to go because I was unwell. And I got, as you can see, Weird Wolf. Yeah, Weird Wolf. This Onslaught is from the early 90s gold box classic sort of reissue, but it still counts as G1. You know, I had it when I was a kid. This Onslaught has actually acted as a stunt double in my stop motion. Here you can see his arm being raised to make it look like he's communicating. Obviously his arms don't do that, so I used this second one slightly out of shot. So yeah, he's been in the show, that one. Onslaught Brunt, which means that I actually had a Trypticon as a kid. And here's a picture of me playing with my Trypticon. I'm on Instagram, by the way. On Christmas Day, 1987. As far as Trypticon itself goes, all I have left is this part, the tail cover, which apparently some people find desirable because the reissue of Trypticon, this one, the same part has a screw hole in it. Oh, I used this as a tower in a Blade Runner inspired Cybertronic cityscape in the last... There you go. Now, you might have seen Skystalker in my last haul video, but what I didn't show you was this, and this is really gonna make it pop. Also got a gun. My Overlord, as you may know, has been used a little bit in some of my stop motion, but what you've never seen is robot mode. This was for Christmas or birthday, I don't remember which. Now, he's still pretty tall and impressive, but he's not really worth investing in. There's just too much snapped plastic, sadly. Okay, Autobots. I won't spend too much time on Sludge because I already did a video on him for Rudy Suzu's previous online event. Blast from the past. But I have tentatively transformed him off camera, and here he is. Look, his lower jaw is missing, so he can't support the weight of his head. It looks pretty sad. In my last haul video, I did mention that I had the Micromaster Bass Countdown as a kid. You'll never guess what I found. Look at this. It's a little gun and a thingy that attaches to the thing from my countdown. Yeah, there you are. Countdown. This was Ironhide. I have a soft spot for Crosshairs because I had him as a kid. I got to this War for Cybertron game late, so I chose Crosshairs over Ironhide and Ratchet, actually. Yeah, here's my Crosshairs. Striking a mean pose there. I had a highbrow. Yep, I had a highbrow. Will you look at the colour fading on this thing? Actually, if you open up the... yeah, look at that. Sadly, no head, no guns, and the cockpit cover's gone as well, but I had highbrow. Snarl is also from the Gold Box line of the early 90s. As you can see, one of his legs is missing, but I have his gun, and in the stop motion I used this gun, and the other... he had two guns, basically. Snarl was guns akimbo in the last video. Yeah, there you go, Snarl. Again, Gold Box. Oh my god, look at this. Look at the state of that. I rescued this a year or two ago when my sister was throwing out my nephew's toys, and he was in there. Along with the Onslaught you saw earlier, actually. So they were saved at a late stage compared to a lot of the rest of these. So, yeah, I love Wheeljack. He's great. If you saw my last haul video, I did have reason to show Skylinks as I was comparing him to the Earthrise version, but you didn't see him in beast mode, and his neck just about is holding up there. It's very floppy, it's very weak, his tail fin is missing at the back, but those lines are still noble after all these years. Look at that. I call this next bit the power of the primes. This was a birthday gift from Auntie Rita, my mother's sister, and she really knocked it out of the park with this one, I can tell you. Bloody Rodimus Prime. As you can see, the artist in me just came out at some point, and I've cleaned a lot of it up. He could, you know, he's display worthy. I could get a back yellow spoiler thing for him, new stickers, a gun. The trailer has seen better days. Yeah, I had Rodimus Prime. Thanks, Auntie Rita. Action Master Prime. I don't actually have the Action Master figure anymore. The cab is broken. This was a great little set though. Plenty of... I've still got a couple of weapons here, as you can see, to stick on it. It's really big. Power Master Optimus Prime. This was actually my first Optimus Prime. I had it a couple of years maybe before the Gold Box one came out. This mode didn't really cut it for me. I wanted it for just, you know, the normal Optimus Prime, or as close as I could get to normal Optimus Prime. But yeah, it's a great figure, as you can see again. It just needed to be painted by me, obviously. And finally, you're probably expecting a G1 Prime. Well, kinda. It's the trailer from my Christmas 1991 haul, and I've also got here a couple of missiles. Fist. There you go. Let's open this up. I store this in a KO box with a G1 Prime that I bought off eBay, so yeah, that's kind of nice. And so there you go. There's the my childhood in ruins.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments, or chat, if you've got much left over from your childhood. Once again, a big thank you for your efforts, Mr. Rudy Suzu. Please remember to check out all the other creators that you saw in the intro to this video, and you'll see again at the end of this, right after we take one last look at these proud survivors. Bye-bye.